So the great obstacle for us to buy a service alike, or to get a service alike, to get someone to help us with the value proposition, was most of the time spent on running one of these projects. The vast majority of value proposition projects would have been basically drawn out over 3, 4, or even 6 months, which for us as a young startup, as a young dynamic company, it's too long of a time frame. We don't have that much time, and there's too much moving parts in the meantime. So what we need is we need this pressure cooker. So what I've found most valuable, probably, you got to be there to figure out, or to see and to recognize what the value of someone guiding you through your own decision tree of value propositions. But if I can somewhat try to explain what the value is of having someone with the experience as Don has, is it's in the small things. It's in the small decision making while you're in the meeting. It's the small nudge you get to rethink your statement, to rethink what you're writing down, to dare you to come up with more ideas, to go an extra mile on figuring out, okay, what is the statement that you're making? What is the way that you're running? And is that truly the best one and the only one, yes or no? And I think that's principle of having someone guiding you through your value proposition, someone who has a great and enormous amount of experience guiding you through that value proposition, who dares to push you to make decisions that you might not have made in the first place, or might not even have thought about. That is a great value of doing a value proposition track in this course, or in this way. The other advantages that came from it is that with the whole team, we had to go through this pressure cooker of 3 weeks. And that is actually a sort of a team building exercise, I would almost say. They all need to think about, well, first of all, what is the strategy of the company? What would it be? Where should it come? And that means that they all went through that same thought process as well. Which means that at the end of the session, when you have your new value proposition set up, you immediately have a whole team aligned behind it. And that's maybe the last thing I wanted to say about it, we've done these things ourselves in the last 4 years. But none of them have resulted in what we have now, in the straight line that we have now. And I absolutely assign that to the guidance that we get. You need the guidance to be able to step out of your own comfort zone, to step out of your own train of thought, and have someone with an open mind and a lot of comparisons be able to think along with you. That's the value of doing it this way. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would definitely recommend it to you for a bunch of reasons. One is I seldom have seen this value proposition alike going through a pressure cooker, and it works. It works like a sprint, which is a really good thing to do. Secondly, because in this case, you have someone talented on the other side of the table who really can and will think along with you and will guide you through this decision process. And lastly, but maybe the best thing is just really nice to do in this setting. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this value proposition setting.